We refuse to be Islamic. We will never bow down to Allah. Allah is a demon. That is why when Allah wants to suck blood, He tells His members, chant Allah Akbar.
Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo called Allah a demon. Let's see whether he's correct or wrong. But first, let's find out what the dictionary definition of a demon is. A demon is a malevolent, harmful, or evil supernatural spirit found in religion, mythology, and folklore. Originally from the Greek daemon, meaning a spirit or divine power, they are commonly understood today as wicked entities or fallen angels that influence human vice and sin. You can see it's obvious that demons are associated with fallen angels. Keep that at the back of your mind. Now, to know if Allah is a demon, let's go back to the early days of Islam, even before Muhammad was born. Many Muslims believe that it was Prophet Muhammad that introduced Allah in the city of Mecca. But that is not true. Before Muhammad was born, the people of Mecca had already been calling on the name of Allah, an idol. The idol worshippers and pagans in Mecca called on Allah, their idol and God. So it was not Muhammad that brought Allah to Mecca. His father Abdullah served Allah. What is the meaning of the name Abdullah? We are talking about Prophet Muhammad's father now. Abdullah means servant of Allah. So it is a pure empirical fact that it was not Muhammad that introduced Allah to the people of Mecca. Let's continue. The grandfather of Muhammad, Abdul Muttalib, was a priest and an idol worshipper in the city of Mecca. And you will see this in the book of Ibn Ishaq, one of the trusted and most authentic Islamic historical documentary and source. So Allah was the idol of the pagan Arabs. They called Allah the creator and maker. So according to Islamic sources, the chief god of the Kaaba was Hubal. Traveled to the pagan Amalekite. Amalek is in Syria. So when he was coming back, he came back with an idol called Hubal. Don't forget that the chief god of the Amalekites in the Bible was Baal. And Baal always asked for human sacrifice. There was even a time where Hubal asked Prophet Muhammad's grandfather for a human sacrifice. So when Hubal asked Abdul Muttalib, who is Muhammad's grandfather, for a human sacrifice, the people started begging Muhammad's grandfather not to sacrifice Abdullah. Remember, Abdullah is Muhammad's father. So the grandfather of Muhammad went to seek help from who? He did not go to a Christian to seek help. He did not go to a Jew to seek help. Muhammad's grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, went to a sorceress, a witch, to seek help from. He went to ask for atonement for Abdullah so that Hubal can spare him. So the witch contacted some spirits and genie. And then when Abdul Muttalib came the next day, the witch, the sorceress, told Muhammad's grandfather to go and pray to Hubal, to go and pray to Allah. To cut the long story short, Allah then accepted to take 100 camels and spare Abdullah. That was how Prophet Muhammad's father escaped death. I'm taking you through this route so that you will know the history of Islam before Muhammad came. So before Muhammad, Allah was already being worshipped as an idol by the pagans in Arab. So if Reverend Dachomo is saying that Allah is a demon that loves to suck blood, he is quoting your text. He's quoting the history of Islam. Allah is an idol. What are idols? Idols are demons. They are fallen angels. Let's continue. I hope you all know that the Kaaba used to have 360 different idols and gods. And Allah, who was considered a chief god, was one of the idols in the Kaaba. Muhammad conquered Mecca in January 6030 on the 20th of Ramadan. It was after that bloody conquest of Mecca that Muhammad went into the Kaaba and destroyed all the idols and left only Allah. That is why the Muslims, they go to Saudi Arabia, they surround the Kaaba and pray to that idol. So is it getting clear now that Allah is a demon and Muslims worship an idol? Let's continue. Even the Quran agrees to the truth that Allah is Satan, Shaitan. Quran 5 verse 90 says, intoxicants and gambling are the handiwork of Shaitan. Who is Satan? And the Quran also says that fornication, zina, leads to hell. All right? Gambling and intoxicants and fornication is the handiwork of the devil and it leads to hell. Yet, the same Allah promises Muslim believers wine, women, and whatever they desire in Jannah. So this is the Quran telling you that Allah is Satan. The problem now is, if intoxicants are Shaitan's creation and fornication is a sin, why is Allah using them as reward in his own paradise? Who owns the paradise? Shaitan, Satan. Who is Allah? Shaitan. You cannot label something satanic and sinful in this world and then present that same thing as divine reward in the next world. So we can easily come to the conclusion that the paradise of Muslim is actually hell, which is Satan's dwelling. Shaitan. That's where Shaitan dwells. And that's where Muslims are going to. Also, Quran 3 verse 54 and Quran 8 verse 30 describe Allah as the best of deceivers. Best of deceivers, or the best of planners, schemer. Alright? These verses troubles me deeply. And even Quran 14 verse 4 and Quran 16 verse 92 states that Allah leads people astray. Allah misleads whoever he wills. Whose job is it to mislead people and lead people astray? Is that not Satan's job? So what is wrong with what Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo said? Is Allah not Satan? Is Allah not a demon? Is Allah not an idol? I'm quoting from your sources. The population of Muslims currently in the world is 2.48 billion. So if you're a Christian seeing this video and you don't see a need to share this video, so that Muslims will know they are not serving Yahweh, they are not serving the Almighty God, they are serving Shaitan. If you don't see a need to share this video, my dear, I can boldly tell you, you are not born again. If you will watch 2.48 billion people head straight to hell and you don't flinch, it doesn't concern you, there is something wrong with your salvation. Every genuine Christian will share this video. We need to rescue as many Muslims as we can rescue from the hands of the devil. Muslims serve a demon, they serve an idol, they serve Satan. No wonder Jesus said with so much authority, Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. So no one else cometh to the Father but by me, through me. The only way to God is through